childhood ends at the ripe old age of 49 3/4, when my best buddy, biggest cheerleader, but most important, amazing mom, decides that she's had enough of this world and she's ready to move on to the next one. For some childish reason, I'm deluded that this is never going to happen, at least not anytime soon. After all, Mom's been on dialysis for 15 years, has high blood pressure, diabetes, and now add toxic chemo to her 4-day IV mix. What do you mean she's bloody well has enough? Well, my girl has had enough. And when food no longer has any taste, and Judge Judy's too foggy to see on the TV, I guess even the toughest of us would crumble. Last year, my daughter gets up on stage and tell all kind of stranger with business. Last year, I almost come back from the grave when I hear her. She always like that. Too much like me. But Lord have mercy, not in public. I'm a bit blindsided though. I've gone on holiday to Aruba. My mom's sister comes so I can have a caregiver-free good time smothered in 50 block, partying my ass off. She's fine when I leave, and for a week after coming back, she's still her perky, sweet, high-spirited self. But I see the light fading. Even though I'm in complete denial, I am quite simply not ready to see the word spirit moved from my dictionary. My mom, being very spirit sensitive, I assume in death, will find a way to continue pestering me, very much like we saw in Ghost Whisperer, one of our favorite shows. I will simply not give her the pleasure of going into the light. That way, I can continue to hang on to her being right here. Wow. What a rude awakening I get. When my mom dies, she's quite simply gone. Nothing. Nada, finito. No whiffs of her, no sense of her, no things going bump in the night. She's simply gone, and I am all alone. The night of her burial, I have a dream of utter blackness, and the sense of being trapped in a very cold, dark place. For a long, very sad year, I spent lots of time wondering what Mom would do or say, and always come up with nothing. I see how she moping and crying and wondering how I could just leave her like this. For a good year, we did plan on a nice long vacation. Checking out a bit of heaven, a little bit of hot spots, and all them nice people who's sleeping out by me. It's been a long time and I don't have to worry about my health, eating, the crazy picnic down. I just floating about taking care of myself, free of all earthly burdens. But after a while, I need to let her know I'm all right and still looking out for her. Then suddenly, girlfriends started showing up in the funniest of ways. I found the most adorable kitten at a friend's house and decided it was time to get a playmate for my old miniature dachshund Peanut. I got the kitty home with the given name of Angel, which I hated. So, I asked my ex's daughter Chloe to name my kitty. She takes one look at the kitten and says, Lulu, call her Lulu. I almost wet my pants. That was my mom's nickname for me. Other than my brother, no one else knows this info. I remember looking up at Chloe and welling up. My mother's last words to me were, you'll be all right, Lulu. Just trust in God and I'll be an angel watching over you. I know it's time for her to feel me. I remember we always watched Ghost Whisperer together. And I know we have a heap of ghost people in my house. I make sure them all got into the light when I ready to come back to visit. That way she know for real it's me. Then I bring this kitten to her house, and I make sure she starts out as an angel and turn into a Lulu. I saw the tear in her eye and I know she know I'm back. I live in a pretty straight-laced IBM Kingston neighborhood. When Mom moves up, she hates the dark red front door and insists, boy child, my girl at the time, painted bright Caribbean blue. Why, Mom? It's a nice neighborhood. We're not in Jamaica now. I don't care what them people think. I want a blue door, and boy child gonna give me one. Boy, was that door blue, and boy, did it stand out. But little strong women always get their way. The next time Mom decides to stop by is when I have to get a new car. I always have gotten red, burgundy, or dark green cars. I don't do blue cars, let alone bright blue cars. I have a good time when I make her buy this bright blue cat, just like my front door that I made boy child paint for me. Now my Jamaican looking door have company. The neighbors can put that in their pipe and smoke it. She better not change that nice color when it's time to paint the door. That neighborhood could use some life and a bit of color. Needless to say, I bought it, brought the blue car home, parked it, and my nutty old neighbor comes nosy parkering across the street, calling me, Fiona, Farina! Depending on how much she wanted to piss me off. And yells, what you did? Ride the car to match the door? No, I did not, thank you very much. That would be my mom. Before she passes, every morning before dialysis, she comes to the kitchen table where I'm having my early morning coffee, hands me this super Hawaiian floral perfume, turns her bum around for me to spray her pants. She says, do it, darling, in case I have a pooping fit so my bottom don't stink. In case you don't know, pooping fit is a farting fest in Jamaica. Well, a year or so goes by, and my mom's gone. I'm out on a walk, and I get this intense whiff of this specific Hawaiian floral perfume. I almost fall over. She might as well be standing right there with the bottle pointed at the bottom, because there's not a flower in sight. Yet I'm surrounded by honeysuckle and gardenia. That would be my mom. Now she know I'm not going anywhere. I join her everywhere she goes. I experiment the other day with scent. I sending down Hawaiian floral perfume. Because we have to see if scent come true. And judging by the look on her face, it comes true loud and clear. I keep stumbling on endless occasions where she's so back on this plane, performing silly, obvious, I'm still watching over you acts. It lets me know that as much as you may want the people you love to always be here, if the bond is there, they may take off for a minute, but somehow they'll always find their way back to me. And when they do, believe me, the message is loud and clear. Happy Mother's Day, Mom.